I know you would, buddy.
I have not figured out a way to make that.
You got to move to the Midwest,
yet.
I believe is the answer, and then you probably could.
That's true. You lower the cost of living enough, then. Problem though is you never leave the Midwest once you eat that cost of living. You see.
Well, that's what gets you.
Yeah.
Well, everyone is quite hidden over here on the Radiant side, as Empire are holding up in their own little fort here upon the high ground, hoping for a potential run-in by Liquid, hiding their lanes as well. And as expected, it is the Luna up on the Radiant off lane. Seen a lot of teams kind of abuse this, trying to keep yourself some safe farming while look at all these drawings, by the way, there. But you just utilize your position forward to pull the waves when you want it.
All right, James pressing forward, battle over the bounty. Go the way of Nikke. Liquid snagged 3 out of the gate and still battle. Smiling Knight on the run. Battery assault so good in these early exchanges. Another illuminate, and they've got it. Taiga finds the kill.
Jeez. Well, at least Empire will find one bounty room, but giving up first blood on your Luna, not the best way to go about it. And they get a very aggressive ward place down to watch all these rotations in the lane. Kind of hidden off to the side, trying to dodge a potential sentry, as most people want the ward over here. But again, the battery assault pops out there, but Eknart going to hold them back.
Good old Eknart.
And this looks like the matchup that you would think Liquid would want, right? And now, if they don't want it, they're locked in. Boxy TP's up here after because they can guarantee the Luna's going to stay because of that first blood.
Dire's top tower is under
nice arrow from Boxy.
Connects on James. That's going to be another kill. Very nice.
He gets the follow-up damage on the Eknart, too.
Boxy's not playing around today.
Another value.
He's got dinner waiting.
He's a little angry about those delays. Hangry.
Although actually we're not that far behind schedule. We had 2 2-0s.
That's true.
It hasn't been that long of a day. We've only been live for 5 hours.
You know, it's nice when the game does work. So thanks for Al for getting things going. Wouldn't want it to crash in the middle of the game, and it was kind of feeling that way with all the click on something in the client and it happens 8 seconds later. So
yep. We made it. Now mid lane, the Lightless Timber versus the Qojqva Broodmother. Not necessarily a fun lane for the Brood. Lightless seems to know what he's doing here, playing nice and aggressive. And down the bottom, Peon Ember. Basically another mid matchup.
That's right, not able to get the Crypt Swarm there.
Towers.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really do anything to Timber, right? If you try to attack him with the Broodlings, you just give him the reaction timer. So I'm sure Qojqva's played this a lot. Nice.
That arrow will finish off the Nyx Assassin. You know, cogs are a pretty darn good setup for Sacred Arrow, Trent.
Makes sense. But yeah, Qojqva is just gonna like make spiders and send them to the jungle once he's the level 4.
Okay. Try to ignore the Timber as best you can. Snipe some last hits here and there. Lightless about doubling him up right now.
Hardest part of Timber is typically making the impacts felt around the rest of the map, not just in your one lane. But out of the mid lane, you get a lot of XP here. No need for like annoying supports, lazing about either. Just all by yourself. Feeling pretty good. And he has the helpfulness of having an actual Luna this game, like, and a DP. So, you know, Timber can sometimes struggle in the lineup because there's no tower push, but he's got it all sorted for him this time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. I often don't like Timber in drafts for that very reason, but this one, they'll be able to ride the momentum pretty easily. Boxy up top, a little leap back, should be just fine. Remember the time when Mirana only had 1 leap?
Yeah,
and she was bad.
It was strange to think of that hero back then. Everyone just called her Discount Wind Ranger. She was just the worst version.
Yep.
They were constantly compared versus each other. I was like, you either hit the arrow or the shackle shot, and just like AoE burst damage that's close instead of like far away. She's always had a nice ult.
Luna back in the meta though. I like being a Moonrider.
She's definitely one of the better beginner carries. You guys out there, just get into Dota. Go pick up some Luna. She teaches you a lot about Dota.
She is a great first carry.
It's like her and Jug, you know?
Taiga. It's a good rotation. They're going to find Smiling Knight.
Yo. Wait, what? Who put that down?
Tree? Not sure.
Was that her putting it down to eat it? I don't even know. I'm not sure who placed that branch because I think that was the Dire. I'm just going to assume. Obviously, I can't click it and tell. But judging by how he placed it right where the cog was broken. Oh, wait. No, it was Luna. I can actually check. She used the iron branch. So she was trying to branch and then tangle through it for the live.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Taiga makes Clockwork look so good, though. You have those rotations, you can sneak up behind somebody. It's just a free kill. Battery Assault.
Oh, mid lane. Saw a dive in there from Lightless. His quick, but it hits the 6 first, but Lightless not having the 6 just barely.
Pop forward, put some extra damage in. Quick below. Also a little engagement up top, looks like. Clockwork trying to pressure. No kills. So even though it feels like Lightless is dumpstering this lane, the Brood is pretty happy just to still work the jungle and only behind by like 1 creep in terms of net worth. But will be good for Empire to have a farm Timber.
Yeah, one issue I could see though is that it's actually not an easy game to influence as Timber by virtue of the enemy heroes though. We talk about how it's like kind of nice to have the chain to get out of like the Will-O-Wisp and the cogs and everything defensively, but offensively these are harder heroes to actually kill and get a hold of as a Timbersaw, right? You had to pick it because of the lane versus the Broodmother, but you think of trying to kill an Ember or a Mirana or a Brood herself, like not an easy task in that mid game.
Totally right. Wonder how he'll itemize as well. If it's just a little more defensively to survive.
Yeah, that's the whole frustrating aspect of Broodmother. Pick certain heroes for the lane, and then maybe the rest of the game they still don't even feel that great. That's why the Kunkka ban's always so good.
Yeah. Because you want Kunkka anyway.
Yeah, Kunkka's like the ultimate Brood counter in lane and in game.
Right on top of James. Easy kills here. Again, mentioned it in the draft, but having the Coddle to go alongside the Clockwork, it fixes the only bottleneck the Clockwork has in the laning phase. He buys Tranquil Boots, and Sadia gave him a Chalker before he went down, and Taiga's set.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bottom lane, Mastery. McKay with a lot of damage, and they'll find it. Insania now dominating. 4-0-2. 4 last hits, 2 denies. Insania. Farming heroes instead of creeps this game.
Now, this is interesting from QuakeQuva because we always see him go Diffusal and then sometimes into the BKB before the Ags. This game, he's just rushing Agnes potentially.
This is a big change.
He only has, or he still just has the blade, so he can change his mind if he wants to.
Right, though.
Dire's middle
I wonder if that's a change of philosophy for him, or is this specific to the Timber matchup? Because this game, the Diffusal doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much with it.
It doesn't really look like a great Diffusal game. You know, with the nature of DP, Pop's ult doesn't really care so much. Luna also not. Once she drops her kit, she's fine to right click.
It could also be that he's predicting that a lot of the movements necessary from Empire will be 5-man, and the Agnim's kind of wrecks like group up, right?
It lets him join early.
Well, it lets him join, but it also lets him split push like crazy. Like, we talk about how split push isn't as powerful as it used to be before, but I mean, when you can move across the map this fast for free and still use TP, it's very hard to keep up with if you're trying to 5-man ball around everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Lightless giving some spiders here. This is like the opposite of that mid matchup we saw earlier. Both sides are just denying each other. Lightless is getting some spiders, so he's a little buffed up. And QuakeQuva's working the jungle, so he's doing just fine. The mids are rich this game.
Another run-in from Taiga. Needed the arrow for the kill, not going to find it.
Still able to pressure a lot, though. Luna not really pulling away in terms of farm.
Yeah, she's not hitting any creeps right now.
Yeah. Foxy barely trailing behind. Should have having a better lane here, I think.
And this is what we talk about with the Radiant offlane. The way they use it is the position 4 hero comes up, they grab the wave, and they pull it back on the tower, but they don't have anyone that can go in there, partially because it's a Clockwork, but also because they needed that help in the bottom lane, and that's not enough help, as James is down here. Can't prevent the kill on the Mastery.
Mickey with another. 7-0 now. Liquid. Off to a great start.
He's in all of them, too.
Middle tower is under attack.
James better watch out. James might be dead here.
Oh, here comes the Illuminate. They're not even going to need it.
Not respecting the chakram. Or the chakra, rather.
Yeah, the chakram is mid, and Lightless has just finished off that tower. So
they brought Mastery up top, though.
Light Shadow, disengage.
Can't dispel that, thankfully. They're a bit paranoid. They're going to scan under themselves as they appear to be out of detection. And now recognizing that they're not directly under their faces, they will go for the tower.
Oh,
Luna getting low.
Luna, that's a lot of burst damage. James dies solo again bottom. But Luna does live as Mastery with the Exorcism on, continuing to press forward. Has the Crypt Swarm. Boxy blocked out. Zone creeps working against him there. Mastery looking for more. Insania under the tower. It's going to be the end of Insania's streak. He's juking, jiving. Luna comes back in for more. Smiling Knight cleans it up. Very nice.
Oh,
Empire
man.
finally get on the board.
Mickey having no TP just hurts so bad, though. Like, that DP was so low for the longest time. And he couldn't get there because the TP was coming on the courier. I was on TP or CD for 10 seconds anyway, so he must have TP'd home and remnanted back to get his mana up, did he?
I believe so. Mastery now, not the spot you want to be in. Stuck in the cogs. Arrow gonna be.
Oh, they made an arrow too early. He could TPO.
He is taking tower shots though. That's gonna stack up and hurt him. Mastery trying to sustain. Doesn't have enough siphons, and he will go down.
Yeah, I was worried that they might root him and then she could create the gap, but no problems.
Onto the Ember. Mickey, he could fall here. It's a great Eclipse. Does turn to finish off Eknarf, but now the right clicks from Smiling Knight. In comes Lightless. He'll finish off this kill. No, the Chakra doesn't hit all the way back. The arrow turns it instead.
Oh, that cogs! I think that saved him.
It might have done it. Lightless still trying to chase. This time the Chakra gets him both ways.
Good job by Lightless. I thought he was going to get away with that one too with the save. Goes through the creep camp there just for the stacks.
Oh, I think most of those went to Boxy.
Yeah, that fight got pretty wild.
Big for Liquid though.
Just like yours.
Pressuring that mid tower was helpful too by getting rid of the Timber Saw. Yeah, the full out Aghanim Scepter and now Blightstone probably into Diffusal next.
Dance here potentially. Lightless coming in. Fighters locked in place. Okay.
Well, that was a lot of gold.
Gets popped. Timber is still neck and neck. This Broodmother.
Afterward, though, things looking very good for Liquid. Is now diving down bottom onto James once again. Not looking like much of a counter pick here. No. Now 0-6-0 on the ever so popular Nyx Assassin pick.
Kind of stand by our cynicism on this Nyx Assassin. I don't know. Just don't know sometimes, Jerry.
I mean, you might as well have an Earthshaker dying this whole time.
Yeah, at least you're
At least he's got
building up
potential.
something. It's like, yeah, what is the late game with Nyx here? Like, what? Let's say this goes on for another 40 minutes.
I mean, nah, I get it. Like, I like Nyx as a hero, and I see why he looks good this game. Like, Carapace is insanely valuable this game. He's just not having a great start.
Yeah, that's the problem with Nyx. Oh, another Pinata mid.
Again.
Lightless killing a lot of spiderlings. Yeah, we look at the CS. 244 last hit. A lot of those spiders, of course, but still, that's pretty comical at 13 minutes.
Yeah, that's a personal record for him, I'm sure.
That's got to be. It does speak to how effective Timber is at clearing out spiders. There's no doubt there.
In case you guys were wondering.
Mastery, Foxy. Is in.
Just harasses back Mastery. They have the Will-O-Wisp though. Yeah, they are very happy with that. They do not care.
Yeah, that's a DP. Weren't really using
James
the
is still level 5 right now.
All right, Carapace TP. No interrupt on the Coitster.
But haven't looked at Luna for a little bit. How's she hanging there, bud? Not so hot. Only has 1 point in the glaives.
And not that close to the HOD at 14 minutes.
And 4 spiders. Up to 277 already.
And Timber is the only one that is feeling good right now. He's got Bloodstone. He is rolling. Now Oracle, hook shot, false promise, not going to be there. No time. Too much burst.
So cogs, so they can't even chase him out there.
Smiling Knight looking up to his namesake right now as he gets chased down. Unhappy with this, I'm sure. Has it switched, but won't get to use it. Liquid with big kills, but Lightless here for the cleanup. Chakram on the way. Is he going to be able to find anyone? The disengage? No. Taiga goes down. Hungry for more, but they'll need detection. James does have a dust. Looking for the opening. James breaks Qojqva, stuns DK, the 360. They need to clean up some of these kills, though. The DP dies again. Lightless has potential for big damage, but he just can't stick on anybody. They chase down James. Rooted up now. Damage onto Qojqva. False promise. Eknart going to keep him safe.
Man, he can't go down here, though. Got that Bloodstone.
He might go down. Stunned up, and they've got the damage. He's tanky, but not that tanky. That was a disaster for Empire.
Yeah, this Broodmother, so much like vision just helping out to like letting the Ember play his game. Just running around on top of everyone. Even if you're not doing like the most damage because you don't even have your defusal yet, you just control all of this territory with the Aghanim Scepter. Relax, you're doing fine, says Lightless. This game's okay. He doesn't know it's an 8K lead.
Well, it's 4-19. We are getting close to dankness, Trent. Come on, Liquid.
Oh, baby.
Come on, Liquid. Stroke those fans a little bit. They want to see the big number. And James might be the guy to help you out with that.
Oh, shout out to the 12 Empire pennants today, by the way, versus the 36 of Liquid. I mean, we got some real fans out there with the pennants.
Damn, dude. I did get a couple of DMs on Twitter with screenshots of pennant collections yesterday.
Yes. Yeah, me too.
Some very impressive trophy cases. Shout out to all the pennant users out there. If you're listening to Dota TV right now, I see you.
I see your number.
I see your digital tally. Your identity's been reduced to a binary digit. But we thank you. We love you. You're the reason we're here. Pennant buyers.
Whoa, that little wisp was so close.
Oh, that's a bummer for Insania.
Yeah, that little bit of delay, though.
All right. That could have been the 420.
Not the Luna.
Oh, Smiling Knight. There it is. Screenshot it. Liquid winning in style today. They lost game 1, and now they're paying it back to you, friends.
Stunning the Crips from all the spiders.
Whoa, hook shot. That's going to connect on the Knicks. James in trouble. Looking for more. Empire actually committing to this. Exorcism going to be used. They've already lost Eknart. Mastery, are they going to be able to clean anything up? They get Taiga, maybe looking for more. Him and Lightless both still strong.
They can go on Mastery.
A lot of network on the team, so maybe they can handle this, but no, he's just not tanky enough. Mastery's dead. Lightless hit by the arrow. Boxy on point. Lightless now trying to do some return damage. Might actually get Qojqva. Falls himself. The Smiling Knight. Can't chase him down. Single digits of HP. Could be close to GG, Trent. 5-25.
This looks like some OG Dota. Like the way they're just running at them in between the towers, just diving and flexing. Everyone's at like 15% HP, but they don't care. This is very well played by Liquid. I love when these like 3 kind of active kill hero drafts work out. I love how aggressive Qojqva is too. I feel like I don't usually see him this involved on Brood.
I mean, that's the Aghanims, right? He usually goes Ags, second or third item. First item Ags means, guys, I'm going to fight with you. Now that I've got the defusal, I'm just going BKB, and I don't think they can stop me.
This Luna just had to be the centerpiece of this draft, and that's obviously not happening.
Yep.
Timber, they're even ignoring the Timber because they know that like once there's allies around him, he's going to be outputting a lot of damage to him, but they simply can't kill him. You got to focus down those side heroes first, no matter what the cost is. If you lose a support or whatever, it's fine. And then focus on Lightless once he's left alone. The Spear Vessel's destroying him, too.
Ember with the defusal now. Boxy, just going that MKB build. First item, Demon Edge. Initiation. Lightless arrow will still hit end card. It's a next level arrow.
Oh, wow. I was following it. Oh, no, the hook into the lead.
Well, it's still okay. They're going to catch Master again. Lightless also going to fall.
All right.
It's not going to make a difference. GG. 19 minutes. Glad I had an analyst for that game to really break it down.
Well, it was pretty tough to see what was going on there. You see, they picked Broodmother, and despite having a counter for the lane, it wasn't a counter for